so definitely stay tuned towards the end if you're interested to see how I built this and what parts were made out of what.
Perfect.
Yo everybody, this is Rocco the Great, and this is my 1/12 scale Raccoon City Police Department diorama. Now that is for 6-inch figures. If you stay to the end of the video, I do have work in progress shots. This thing is pretty big. I got it as accurate to the Resident Evil 2 PlayStation game. I realized doing research for this project that every video game had a different look for the police department. We changed up the look a lot, but this is modeled after the Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation 2. That's the game that I loved growing up. That's the game that I wanted to capture. We got our Palisades figures right here. We got the NECA Resident Evil figures. This is made out of XPS foam. If you stay to the end of the video, I do have work in progress shots to show you what this whole thing looked like from the beginning. So definitely stay tuned towards the end if you're interested to see how I built this and what parts were made out of what. So everything is modular, so you can move things around. I could actually probably use different things and create different looks for toy photography. I make my dioramas for toy photography. A lot of people make dioramas just for the craft of diorama making. Say you want to get a shot over here, you got to move something. So these come off. I just have a light over here just to show. One thing that I didn't do yet is there's supposed to be 2 little lamps right here, like 2 lantern things. They light up, and that's what lights up the RPD sign. So I'm trying to figure out how I could do that, but that's gonna take a long time. And plus, since this is modular, I don't know what I would plug in to. It might have to be like a dollar store light that I could just like, it just lights up like just this instead of here. I could put this here to show some light. I make dioramas for myself, so it doesn't need to be 100% accurate or even, you know, it's just to what I want. So this is just foam. This is actually interesting. So the columns, what I used was paper towel rolls, but then I covered them in like a thicker cardstock, and then I added more things to them. I spray painted texture on them, so these are actually like textured, and it gives it a lot of heft and weight. And I really like what I did with the columns. And then you have just this part, which I think this looks so good. There actually aren't windows here. I wanted to have windows here because instead of just, they had columns, like more columns that were in the wall on the original police department, but I wanted windows because say I want to have like a zombie behind it, or if I even want to light up behind it, like say right there, I could light up behind it. Because you know, when you're playing the game, one of the scariest parts was when you would walk by a window and they would just bust out at you. So I love that part. There's a light there, so you could shut the lights off. Oop, don't fall. You could shut the lights off. I didn't completely cover the back paneling yet. As you can see, here it is. I have a video on the lights I use. They are always dollar store lights. Here, I actually have one in the package. These are the lights that I always use. They come in all different colors from the Dollar Tree. I always tell people stock up on these. I have a whole video that goes in depth. So if you're interested in that video, you could search on my channel lights, or I'll put the link somewhere. I just use hot glue and I hid it in here because I wanted this to be flush. So I'm gonna add more foam in the back so this will be flush and I could push it up against the wall or something. There are no magnets in here. A lot of people use magnets to put their dioramas together, but I actually did like more of a plug in. So now this, see how this goes like this? This actually plugs into the floor. So instead of a magnet thing, I actually went for a plug-in. And once I fix that back part, it'll plug in nicer. And cool about the columns is they actually plug right into the floor as well. And when everything is together, you have a sturdy diorama. If you're not trying to get into the magnets, like here are the magnets right here. I have a whole tutorial on adding magnets to your diorama on the channel also, so check that out. I just like the idea that I could plug it in, plug everything in, because again, I'm not selling this, this is for myself. So when you're making a diorama for yourself, it's the funnest because you could just make it how you want it. Now the lights were something that I thought was going to be very tricky, and they weren't. What I did for the lights was I drilled a hole through the foam and I stuck out those dollar store lights. Like I just pulled the dollar store lights through, and then I cut these. These were again dollar store lights. Now what these were, on Halloween they had these light bulbs that when you would, it just had a ton of these balls and it lit up these eyeballs for Halloween with these dollar store lights. I took a bunch of those balls off. I cut them into like the shape. Those are actually like what the lights looked like in the video game, which is crazy that I got it that close without even trying. I just saw these balls, I said, oh, that's perfect size.
I just saw these balls, I said, oh, that's perfect size.
I cut the plastic, and I shaped them to do the light, and bam, now you got lights. I decided, since I didn't want to just put the 2 lights here, I decided to light up all these windows as well. Now, the windows, how I got that texture and that look is I used the plastic from a action figure container box. Always, I like to recycle and save my stuff. I like to save the boxes, and I like to reuse everything. Even the card stock on the action figure boxes are good. This is just plastic from action figure boxes cut out, and then the wood around them is just skewers from any coffee store, free. These are all free, you just take a handful. I use these skewers for everything. The accents, let's zoom in, hold on. Ooh, there we go. So the details around the window are just these skewer sticks hot glued on the thing. I do everything the easiest part, like the easy, fast. That's all you need to do. I'm happy with it. As long as you're happy with it, that's it. So this is cardstock and then piece of the skewer for the handle. That's simple. For the windows, I used, what is it? Just a regular popsicle stick, and I just weathered the heck out of it with wet paint, blacks and browns. Just weathered it, watered down paint. I have a whole video on weathering on the channel. I do a lot of tutorials, so that's why I say that, just so people who know what I'm talking about, you know, they don't need to see it a lot. So this is actually fun up here. I had a little bit of fun. Now, this is my first 3D printed thing ever. I got this from a buddy called Shadow Moses and a number on Instagram. I'll put his picture here. He 3D printed that sign for me. It is perfect. What I did for the side, because if you look in the pictures, there's like this print color, like there's this design that's in the thing, and all I did was take the scrapbooking paper and I cut it, and then I just painted the heck out of it and weathered the heck out of it over there. So now that's like kind of what it looks like in actual thing looks like. Again, this is bottom part is a skewer stick. For the back, I just spray painted everything. Now, a lot of people, there's like a taboo of spray painting foam, but if you do it right, you could spray paint foam with no problem. This is all spray painted foam. This, I wanted to get a detail in the cement, because if you see the reference picture, there's like some detail. All I did was paint. I just took a pen and I just randomly scribbled a bunch of stuff. Then when you paint over it, it just, you can't even tell, and it looks like it's just engraving in the stone. So again, very cool. Now let's take a look at the floor. The floor, again, I did very simple. Hold on, does it look better without that? Let me see. Yeah, I'll shut this light off, hold on. The floor is very simple. I just did a pen and I just engraved stones and with the pen, and that's it. You don't have to do crazy carving, crazy detailing. A lot of people put so much effort into things that you really don't need to put effort in. A lot of people don't realize I don't care about the floor, so I didn't do it too detailed, and I think it came out great anyway. No one's looking at the floor. I don't look at the floor, and so I just weathered it a little bit. I did the spray paint and I did the texture spray paint where it gives like little like I don't know, dots. I don't know what that textured spray paint is, but I've been using that a lot lately. And again, I think it came out great. Let me know what you guys think. Anything I could have done different, any tips. I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say. I like to learn and I like to get ideas. So, I don't know, did I talk about everything on here? I think I did. And I'm gonna go show you guys my work in progress shots so you could see how this was made. Peace. Yo, thanks for watching. Rock with the Great. Never stopping. Diorama making. Every day. If you are here, you're a friend. Say hey, okay. And we're done. Guys, I have a new Instagram. My old one got deleted. 13K followers, whatever. At Rock with the Great 777 is my new one. If you could go over there and follow me, you're gonna get good luck in your life. Hey guys, I just put up a ton of brand new stuff on my merch website. Link is always down below. Buy some merch, help support the channel. Buy my merch, buy my merch, buy my merch. Hey guys, want to send something into the channel? I have a P.O. box. Everything gets opened up in their own video on the channel.